Aloha, Kauai. This is your County of Kauai briefing for Thursday, June 2nd. The Department of Education is offering free summer lunches for students again this year. The free lunches will be available at Kapa'a Elementary, King Kaumuali'i Elementary, and Kekaha Elementary schools. We'll have more details after our case update. The COVID case count on Kauai and statewide went up again over the past week. It was Hawaii's 10th week in a row of rising case counts. There were an average of 1,210 cases a day statewide, up more than 100 cases a day from last week. Here on Kauai, the 7-day average is 71 cases a day, up from 59 last week. These numbers don't include home tests, so the true number of cases is probably much higher. But the numbers show us that the surge is still going up. Kauai's test positivity rate is nearly 25%. So 1 out of every 4 people who come in and get a test are testing positive. That's higher than the statewide rate of 18%, less than 1 in 5. The Kauai District Health Office announced another COVID-related death this week. A female Kauai resident in her 80s who was hospitalized. We send our deepest condolences to her loved ones. Health officials are encouraging elderly residents as well as younger people who are vulnerable to get up to date on their COVID vaccines and boosters. While many healthy vaccinated individuals are getting mild infections, some elderly and vulnerable people are still getting hospitalized with COVID. If you have a family member and friends who are at risk, please encourage them to get boosted now while infection levels are high. Wearing a well-fitting mask reduces the likelihood you'll catch or unknowingly transmit COVID while working, shopping, or completing other tasks indoors. Avoid crowds and large gatherings for now if you can, and when you do get together, try to do it outdoors. If you have been exposed to someone who tested positive for COVID, please get tested immediately, and if you test negative, test again in 3 to 5 days, regardless of vaccination status, even if you're not showing any symptoms. If you do have cold-like symptoms and test negative for COVID, health officials ask that you please remain at home as you may have the flu, a bad cold, or may be developing COVID-19. There are now approved COVID treatments, but they require a prescription, and they need to be taken within a few days of testing positive in order to be effective. If you or a loved one test positive and might be vulnerable, contact your doctor to see if you are eligible for a COVID treatment that requires a prescription. The Kauai District Health Office continues to investigate a number of active clusters on island. Most of these are workplace clusters resulting from close contact between staff who are not wearing masks and not social distancing or are going to work while ill. Please do not go to work while you have any symptoms and get tested before returning to work. Many of these workplace clusters happen when employees with mild symptoms think they don't have COVID and show up to work. The health office recommends that employees who are not wearing masks observe 6 feet of social distancing. The Kauai District Health Office is also investigating active clusters in healthcare and long-term care settings. Our sick and elderly population are some of the most vulnerable here on Kauai, and in order to better protect them, we urge everyone to get tested before visiting your elderly loved ones. If you or your child have symptoms, don't go visit. Free testing is still available at the convention hall weekdays and from the mobile van Wednesdays through Sundays. The schedule is posted at kauai.gov/COVID test. You can also get up to 3 sets of free home tests mailed to you from the federal government by visiting covid.gov/tests. For a list of clinics and pharmacies offering the COVID vaccine and boosters, please visit kauai.gov/vaccine. Free summer meals are available again this year for Kauai children 18 and younger. This year, the summer meals will be offered for on-campus dining only, not in takeout containers. All children can go. They do not need to be enrolled at the participating school to be served. At Kapa'a Elementary, free lunches will be provided Friday, June 3rd through July 1st. They will be available Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. It's closed June 10th for the King Kamehameha Day holiday. At King Kaumuali'i Elementary, Meals will be offered June 6th through June 30th, Monday through Friday from 11 to noon, closed on June 10th. And at Kekaha Elementary, free lunch is available for all children June 6th through July 15th, Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. They'll be closed June 10th and July 4th. For special diet accommodations, please email specialdiets@k12.hi.us. For questions, call the school. The free meals are funded by the U.S. Department of Agriculture through the State Department of Education. Mahalo to everyone working this summer to provide these meals to help our keiki grow. Throughout the nation, the month of June is celebrated as LGBTQ Pride Month, which brings awareness to the ongoing fight for dignity and equality for the lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, and queer or questioning community. Here at the County of Kauai, we are proud to support our LGBTQ community. On Wednesday, we proclaimed the month of June as Kauai LGBTQ Pride Month, calling all people to eliminate prejudice everywhere and to celebrate diversity. And this Saturday, June 4th, our community will stand up for equality and inclusiveness during the annual Kauai Pride Parade on Rice Street. The parade will begin at 9 a.m. and will be followed by a festival on the lawn fronting the historic county building from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Mahalo to the Kauai Pride Parade Committee and proud sponsor YWCA of Kauai for your hard work and dedication to host this spectacular event. We also thank all participants who will be joining us on Saturday. Our family and I will be there along with many of our County of Kauai associates and ohana, and we hope to see you all there as well. Lastly, June marks the start of hurricane season in Hawaii through the end of November. National Weather Service is forecasting 2 to 4 tropical cyclones this year, which would be a below normal season, but you never know. It just takes one storm to affect our community. Emergency officials encourage everyone to have disaster kits ready and start making an action plan on what you and your family plan to do if a hurricane or tropical storm threatens. Mahalo, Kauai.